Welcome back. Step 2, we're going to do some side cabinets and add those to our hutch. So what I've done here is we've actually unboxed the side cabinet, and a good little hint here, we've used the base that the hutch came on to actually lay this side cabinet over so we don't damage the paintwork. So as you can see, it was standing here and we've simply laid it down on its side. And the reason we've done that, and we've opened this up, quickly opened it up, we've removed the parts that we need, which is our casters. Also in here is another power board holder and some more cable hooks. So we're going to now get around to assembling our wheels onto our cabinet, and then we'll stand our cabinet up and we'll bolt it onto the side of our structure. I've got those two casters now, and as you'll notice I've put them both on the same side because we're going to bolt this side up against our box, and on the outside's where we want our casters. Now we do happen to supply a little Allen key for doing these up with, but let's be honest, we're not going to use that. We're going to go and get the impact wrench and run them up without over torquing them. Final nip up and just make sure they're tight. And now we go and get those few mates we had and we stand this box up and fit it to the other box. Now you probably also found this block of polystyrene foam when you opened up and took out the casters. This wasn't in there by mistake. It is packaging, but it also happens to be exactly the same height as our casters. And the reason for that is we're going to use this block of foam to support our cabinet when we stand it up to give us a hand to put our bolts in. So I'll go over here, put our block of foam in position, get it ready, and that's sitting there waiting for us now to come and stand our cabinet. In here we'll find some more screws. That's our power board holder, that's our cable clamps, and this is our other box of screws. Our other box of screws, packet of screws I mean. These are our screws for attaching our cabinets. So I've got them ready when we're going to do this in a second. Now one more thing before we go and assemble, when we stand this up and support it, very important, make sure that you apply the brakes. So put the brakes on, that'll stop the cabinet trying to slip away from you as you're trying to stand it, okay? So both sides, put our brakes on, and now when we get there, we stand it up and the cabinet won't try and move away from us. So we're about to lift this cabinet up, stand it up on its end. I've got the boys here to help me do that. Again, this is over 100 kilograms, so you need a helping hand. Let's lift her up, all the way up, thank you. So we'll get her up onto the end. All right, is that all good? Okay, let's stand her up. Okay, so we now got a door open. We're now going to find our little screw holes here. I'll quickly get one in. So I got the top two in. So you can see we haven't quite got it right yet. We'll push that bottom in, we'll fit our other 4 screws, and we'll come back and see the finished product. Okay, now we're going to do the other side, so let's get started. Casters first. All right, all done. All we're going to do now is we're going to swap this door around so it's the right direction. Okay, so we've got the cabinet on. Only problem, we got the door on the wrong side. So now we're going to reverse the door. Very simple to do. We're simply going to take the door off, turn it upside down. It's fitted and actually manufactured in such that you can rotate the door and use it the opposite. We simply open the door up and we'll undo this row of screws down here. Take them off, turn the door upside down, and the holes are all pre-drilled on this side, and then we'll screw the door back up. Obviously, choice number 1 if you wish. Grab a screwdriver, Phillips number 2, easy to undo. However, I'm sure you guys are more than equipped with the right tools, and we'll simply undo all of our screws. Okay, so I've now screwed up all of our door on the left-hand side. I just want to point out a quick note on how to get the door structured so you get level and it's easy to put back in. These are the 2 blocks of foam that we use to install the side cabinets. Or 1 block of foam, you don't need both, I just happen to use both. This block of foam here comes out of inside the cabinet. Those 2 blocks of foam put together, exact same height as the door is off the ground, lines all your holes up internally and then makes your screws easy to fit. So I've been through, screwed them all back up. They're nice and tight, they're a self-tapper, so obviously they have to cut their own thread as they go in. Use a drill, it's obviously a little bit easier with a self-tapper if you've got a bit more power behind it. I've fitted all those now and she's ready to go. And there we go, job's done.